All right, welcome back, everybody. Dirt Racing Network live coverage of session number 2 for the Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 360 series. We've turned the lights on over the speedway, reworked the track. We have about 33 or 34 cars checked in for this one. Looks like we'll have 3 or 4 heat races for you. And then start the minor mains, probably C main, B main. Move right into our 35-lap feature race. We got about a minute 45 seconds to go in the practice session for this second go around. Welcome Thomas, Robert, Jim. See everybody in the chat. Guys, likes and shares. We appreciate that so much. Don't forget tomorrow night, Wingless Wednesdays. Going to be at the dirt track at Charlotte for the Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. And immediately following them will be the 360 Wingless Series presented by Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games. Always a good time. The Northwest Focus Midget folks doing their driver search this time via the series. Working our way through the season pretty quickly. Week 4 or 5 now. Here, take a look at the points for this series. Real quickly for you. Not counting the race that you just watched a little while ago. Josh Steinke holding on to a 27-point lead over Chris Roberts, 113 points ahead of Kevin Click in third. Actually, that's 140 points, excuse me. 143 back to Ernie Williams in the fourth spot. Williams picking up the win in the last race. Should shuffle those around a little bit, but Kevin Click finished right behind him, so have to find out about that. And then Tyler Henselman is sitting in the fifth spot, 150 markers back. That was your top 5 going into tonight's doubleheader event. Oh, Tana. Welcome back. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Qualifying time for these guys. National Anthem time for you.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Foley. As usual, fantastic rendition of our national anthem. Qualifying winding down. Kevin Click, Jason Nygaard. Sir Fence-A-Lot in the house. Rusty Kruger, the Alphabet Bandit, in the third spot. Wagaman fourth. And Broderick, newcomer to the series, making a good showing here. Heat race number 1 about to grid out on to pit road. Going to get pushed off. Scheduled for 4 heat races. Session number 2, Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 360 series. On the pole is going to be the Kinzer Sim Racing Mohawk number 15 of Michael Sheridan. And to his outside, Casey Kane Sim Racing. Wicked Energy Gum number 4 machine of Wayne Williams. Oh, let's get these refreshed since Trading Paints wants to cooperate so finely with us. On the inside of a row number 2, the 9 car, that's the Budweiser machine of Mark Broderick. And to his outside, the Wicked Relief Gum with CBD Team Setting number 25, C of Kevin Click. Row 3 on the inside, the Dirty Dicks Racewear number 36. That is Nathan Davis. On his outside, the Cadillac Man, Kevin Hanley in the 110. Row 4 inside, the over-the-wall photography number 72 of Jeffrey Stewart. And on his outside, 059, that's Trey Long. Davey Null and Jamie Wallace not making the call for this one, so we're going to see 8 cars. Top 4 into the A main. Everybody else going to look through consolation races. Welcome in, everybody, guys. Give us the likes, the shares, the follows. Getting closer to that 5,000 follower mark. Planning something pretty cool for everybody. Can't tell you what it is. Got to get it all planned out before we make any kind of announcements. Get some information so we can give it to everybody accurately when the time comes. Not seeing the 15 car in his normal paint. Got to be a Trading Paints issue. Don't know what it is. Hopefully it'll correct itself as we go through the night. But the green flag is going to come out right here. 10 laps. Heat race number 1. Sheridan Williams off the front row. Green flag in the air. Let these guys get down here through turn number 1 and 2. Broderick with a strong move from the outside of row 2. Tried to take the lead away from Sheridan. Wasn't able to hang on to it on the exit. Wayne Williams now holds second behind Sheridan. Broderick up on the top side, had third, but Kevin Click working through the middle of the 25 car in the middle above Davis right there. Nathan Davis on the inside, the 36 machine. Sitting in that 5th spot right now. Behind Kevin Click. These guys working down the back stretch. Completing lap number 3, it's Sheridan Williams, Broderick and Click, your top 4. Davis in the 5th spot, and he's under fire. Jeffrey Stewart not able to make the slide job work, and there's the Cadillac Man, Kevin Hanley, right behind him. That's your 7th place runner, Trey Long, running at the back of the field, but things heating up at the front. Wayne Williams now making a bid for the lead on Sheridan, brings the slide job in front of him. That secures it for the time being. Sheridan going to go long and low in turns 3 and 4. Bring it up in front. Not able to hang on to it. He had it at the line, but I think Williams will get it back right here in 1 and 2. These two trading slide jobs. Oh, into the wall for Williams. He gets really crooked in front of Broderick. That's going to let Sheridan have the lead. Kevin Click on the inside of Mark Broderick trying to take third away. That's your 4 transfer cars on the screen. They got 3 laps to go this time by. Everybody right against the top of the racetrack. Enough grip up there to make this work. You see Sheridan going in low, running the sideline. 3 and 4 each and every time. 2 laps to go for him. Wayne Williams holding off Broderick. Broderick put it in the fence. Now the car up on its side, back on its wheels, and he's going to fall back through the field. That's going to let Nathan Davis get the 4th and final transfer spot. And he made a bid for 3rd real quickly right there. The final lap down into turns 3 and 4. Michael Sheridan with the advantage. Wayne Williams 2nd. Kevin Click in 3rd. Jeffrey Stewart with a slide job around Nathan Davis, but he brings it right back. They move Davis into that 4th and final transfer spot. Stewart, Hanley, Long, Broderick, Wallace, and Null looking for alphabets. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Likes and shares. Appreciate everybody being here with us. Fantastic racing going on tonight. Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 360 Series. Heat race number 2 on the grid on the pole. Rogue Energy number 001. That is Anthony Job, and 2 is outside. The 000 of Scott Masick. Row 2 on the inside, the Rockstar Productions Wicked Cushion Team Setting number 92 of Mike Keegan, and on his outside, the Dirt Armada Next Gen Fab number 22 of Sir Fence-A-Lot himself. That is Jason Nygaard. Row 3 inside, the Black Diamond Motorsports number 80 of the King, Josh Steinke, and on his outside, the Pace Performance number 34, Ryan Pace. Row 4 inside, the Black Diamond Motorsports Dirt Racing Network number 91 machine, Ernie Williams pilots that, and on his outside, the Dirty Old Bastard Dirt Track Bastards number 93 of the Catfish, Chris Roberts. And in the final row on the inside, the Geek Squad number 098 of Garrett Adams, and to his outside, another Dirt Track Bastards Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion machine, that is the 77 of Aaron Schaefer. Ten cars in this one, 10 laps. Top 4 to the A main. Everybody else, a bowl, a spoon. Get you some soup. See what you can find in the alphabet tonight. We saw Josh Steinke come up one spot short. We're running the D, the C, and the B of transferring into the A in session number 1. We'll see if he can do better than that in his heat race right here. Maybe get a transfer spot straight to the A main. He is the points leader currently in the series. And the green flag is out. We are underway. Joe with a quick jump to the front. Keegan into second. Put Steinke in third. Ernie Williams up to the 4th spot. You saw Sir Fence-A-Lot find some trouble early, and he's going to drop all the way to the back of this field. Ernie Williams under fire. Scott Masick on his inside. Ryan Pace inside of that. They were 3 wide in turn 2 for just a second. But Williams escapes with that 4th and final transfer spot as they complete 2 of the 10 required laps. Anthony Job making good use of his time out in front of both of his heat races so far tonight. He won the B main earlier. Ran good in his heat race, just didn't get a transfer spot out of it. Steinke into second around the very out of shape Mike Keegan. Now Ernie Williams around him. Put Keegan back into the final transfer spot, and he's got Ryan Pace creeping up behind him. 4 down, 6 to go. Job's still out front. We'll see if Steinke can run him down. Hasn't been a problem all night for the 80 car. He's been fast and able to run the high side. Make up time on a lot of cars. But right now holding station with the 001. I think if Job can keep the car pretty straight, he's going to have a hard time getting around it. But right here's the move. Slide job into 3 and 4. Brings it up, parks it in front of him, and he's got the lead. Put the King out front. Easy crossover there. He'll have the lead when they get to turn 3. Another short slide job from Steinke. Job going to come right back at him again. Didn't try to short slide him there. Easy crossover again, and now the gap getting bigger and bigger. Can Job do it in 3 and 4? Brings it up. Steinke cuts it under. Job has it at the line with 2 to go. Williams in third. Keegan hanging on to 4th in front of Pace, but this could get hot right here. Steinke able to hang on. 1 lap to go. Covers the slider line in 1 and 2. He's going to secure the top spot down the backstretch. Ryan Pace had Keegan for a moment. Now brings it in low. Is he going to come off wide and get the spot? It's going to be Keegan, Steinke, Job, Williams, all passing through everybody else into the alphabet soup. That is 2 down, 2 to go in heat races. Pace, Roberts, Masick, Schaefer, Nygaard, and Adams not qualifying directly through. They will have to run consolation races. Wherever you're tuning in from, guys, follows, likes, and shares. We appreciate it greatly. Trying to reach the 5,000 follower mark on the Dirt Racing Network. Find us on Facebook if you're not watching via Facebook, if you're watching on any other channel but the Dirt Racing Network, or you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. Heat Race 3 on the grid. On the pole, the number 210 of the Dirt Track Terror, James Tiernan, on his outside. Mr. No Luck himself. That's the All-Star Performance Dirt Racing. Excuse me, Dirty Old Bastard. Oh, my God, I'm all confused now. All-Star Performance, Black Diamond Motorsports, number 42 of Sean Wallfels. And on the inside of row number 2, a new paint job on this car. Splash and Go Graphics, number 82 of Dustin Griffiths. Row 2 on the outside, the 5K, that is Rusty Kruger. Jim Turner, Going to start the big game tree stands. Number 175 inside row number 3 with Dylan Workman, the Farlow Motorsports number 75 to his outside. Inside row number 4, the Wicked Energy number 911 of Michael Heileman, and to his outside, the 003 car, Cody Downard, the Unified Racing Machine. And on the back row, by himself, the Team UDSRA High Side Racewear, number 95 of Dakota Kuhn. All right, green this time. Tiernan Wallenfels on the front row. Pace truck is in heat race. Number 3 is underway. Into turns 1 and 2. Dustin Griffiths making a bid for the second spot. Couldn't get it away from Wallenfels. He falls into third right in front of Rusty Kruger. Still working that bottom side, Tiernan out in front, but Wallenfels giving him a challenge. Slide job into 1, 3, and 4. Wallenfels going to come off the top side. Has to lead as they go into turns 1 and 2. Tiernan in second. Griffiths third. Rusty Kruger making a bid for that spot now. He's got it on the high side, at least temporarily. Secures it off of turn number 2, and he's going to bring Dylan Workman into the challenge with him. Dustin Griffiths under fire from all kinds of drivers right now, and he tried to squeeze Workman just a little right there. And Workman powers right on by, move him into the 4th spot. Griffiths back to 5th. Turner, Kuhn, Downard, and Heileman rounding out the field. But Sean Wallenfels has the lead, and he is streaking away. Give him 0.7 of a second. James Tiernan and Rusty Kruger now battling for second with Dylan Workman in the 4th spot right behind them. Quick slide job from the 5K car, and he's going to take the spot. Now Workman around the top side, trying to get around Tiernan. Tiernan back in the battle with Kruger. Meanwhile, they're closing in on Sean Wallenfels. 3 to go. This time the top 4 on your screen, and Wallenfels finds the fence, now finds Workman. Dylan Workman up and over. Stuck in the fence. The field has cleared him. So no caution coming for that.
All right, man, caution is out.
Now caution out. Workman's car into the infield with Downard and Turner. Gonna see how this plays out with race control here, but we're on the final lap, and it's looking like Kruger, Tiernan, Wallenfels, and Griffiths, your top 4. Kuhn, Heileman, Turner, Workman, and Downard gonna go to the soup. Well, thanks for tuning in from Washington, Dennis. Appreciate it as always. Looks like we'll stay that way with our top 4. We're going to put heat race number 4 on the grid shortly. 9 cars slated to be in this one, the final 9 of the evening for heat races. And we're going to see the Dirty Old Bastard Dirt Track Ambassadors Wicked Cushion number 20 of Jonathan Lowe on the pole, with the Team SETI Wicked Energy number 84 of Billy Rowley to his outside. Row 2 on the inside. Under the Team SETI car, that's the Mohawk number 38 of Brett Strickler. And on his outside, UDSRA High Side Racewear number 119 of Troy Wagaman. Row 3 inside, the 200 On Farms Milwaukee Machine of William Brickley. And to his outside will be the 292 of the Browns Custom Paint and Body Machine of Peyton Grease. Row 4 inside, Team SETI number 022 of Mason Hannigan, and on his outside, Southern Pacific Farms number 696 of Brian Heisler. And on the back row by himself, Wicked Cushion Team SETI number 27 of Stephen Hill. Appreciate everybody tuning in. No matter which page you're on, please make your way to Facebook and the Dirt Racing Network. Give us a follow. If you are on the YouTube or the Twitch channels, give us a follow or a subscription there. It'll let you know every time that we go live. You can tune in for the great action here. Heat race number 4 about to get underway. Low and rally off the front row. Green flag in the air. We are underway. Low out to the early lead. Rally right behind him. On the bottom side, Brett Strickler. Strickler loves the bottom, finds the grip down there every place we go. And he's making a bid for the second spot with the slide job. He and Rowley going to be side by side. Make it low. Strickler, Rowley, and Wagaman. And Rowley went from the top to the bottom to secure the second spot. In the middle, Brett Strickler wasn't able to find the grip, and Troy Wagaman went right around him on the high side, so put Strickler on the bubble. But these top 4 dicing it up right here. Inside, outside, haymaker, slide jobs. Rowley to the point. In front of Lowe, in front of Wagman, and in front of Strickler. But Strickler's got his hands full now. William Brickley, the 200 machine right there, and he's going to try to make a bid to get into third and put Wagaman in that pressure spot. Into the fence goes the 38. That is probably not going to end well for him. Strickler going to come down off the fence in 9th place. Car heavily damaged. Probably not going to finish this one. He's going to have to work his way back through the alphabet soup. But with 4 laps to go, Billy Rowley 0.6 of a second over Troy Wagaman, now into the second spot. Jonathan Lowe trying to cross him back over and take the spot back. Could make the short slider work. He's going to have to hold on to it right there on the exit and race him down into turn 1. Wagaman on the high side, going to be able to fend him off, take the spot, move Wagaman to second, Lowe to third. Brickley into the transfer spot now. Stephen Hill a good distance back, riding in 5th, and he's got Mason Hannigan on his inside. Off of turn number 4, this time Billy Rowley going to see the white flag. He's dragging Troy Wagaman behind him. Brickley now into third, around Jonathan Lowe on the top side. Lowe hanging on to the 4th and final transfer spot. The haymaker slider from Wagaman. Not able to hang on to it, and Rowley wins heat race 4. Wagaman second, Brickley third, and Jonathan Lowe going to be your final transfer car. Hannigan, Hill, Heisler, Strickler, and Grease headed for the soup. And we will start doling out the bowls right now with your C main. So you say. On the pole, the 000, Scott Masick to his outside. Dylan Workman, the 75. In row 2 on the inside, the 696, Brian Heisler. And on his outside, the 9 car, that is Mark Broderick. Row 3 inside, the 77, Aaron Schaefer. On his outside, the 175 of Jim Turner. In row number 4, the 38, Brett Strickler. Inside, Davey Nall, the 150 on the outside. The 5th row sees the 22 of Jason Nygaard inside with the 003 of Cody Downard on his outside. And in the 6th row, the 292 of Peyton Grease. Jamie Wallace not making the car, and that's going to put, or making the call, and that's going to put Garen Adams in the 098, the final car in the field. 12 cars looking for 4 spots. We're going to give them 10 laps, and we're going to see who comes out transferring into the back of the B main. Yeah, he put full send on it, and it did not stick. Knowing you've got a transfer spot locked up, I don't know, that was a little interesting of a choice right there on the last lap, last corner from that far back. But, hey, you never know if you don't try, I guess. Everybody walked away. Nobody was hurt, so let's just call it good, hard racing. All right, C-Main about to get underway. 10 laps. Masick Workman off the front row. Going to bring us to green this time off turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Everybody on the throttle. Get down through turns 1 and 2. Workman making a strong bid for the lead off the top side. Even with Masick on the entry, now pulls ahead by about a car length on the exit. Workman, Masick, Broderick, your third place car. Aaron Schaefer in fourth, makes a bid for third. He and Broderick going to race to turn 3, third and fourth right now. Give it to Schaefer, but Broderick as the bubble car, and Jim Turner in the fifth spot behind him. The 175 machine had space to make up, and the lap's going to get shorter. Cody Downard's car looks like it was in the fence. Not sure what happened to him. He's kind of in a hornet's nest here and got Nygaard on the top side. Had Grease on the inside. Strickler went in there a little low. Grease fed him some right rear tire, puts him up into the outside wall, and that's going to end it. Cody Downard's night done in the C main of session number 2. Let them get through the start-finish line here. We'll throw you your top 10. Single file now. Workman, Masick, Schaefer, Broderick, your top 4. Turner, 5th. Heisler, Nygaard, Strickler, Grease, and Nall, your top 10. Garrett Adams, the final running car out on track, sits in the 11th spot. Downard and Wallace out for the night. Going green the next time off turn number 4. They are going to have 5 laps to go. May get 4 when they get the green. Only the top 4 move on. Everybody else is going to pack it up and head home for the night. Workman, Masick, Schaefer, and Broderick sitting in those spots. But Jim Turner right there in striking distance now. Green flag going to fall back over the speedway. Underway we go. And the top 4 with a good breakaway. Turner going to have some distance to make up. At the front, Workman and Schaefer. Schaefer under fire from Masick. Masick on the inside into second. Schaefer with a crossover. Will he have it? Coming off turn number 2. Does he have the grip on the bottom? Dead heat race into 3. Now Schaefer slides up in front of the 00 car. Locks the door. 2 to go. Workman out in front. Schaefer second. Scott Masick in third. Mark Broderick in the 4th spot. But Jim Turner looking to make a bid to take that final transfer spot away. White flag in the air. These guys have 4 more corners to get it settled. How desperate is the 175 car? Gonna line back up in behind these guys. Take one more shot in 3 and 4, but Workman's gonna win the C main. Schaefer, Broderick, and Masick gonna take the 4 spots and transfer the rest of the way through. Strickler, Turner, Nygaard, Grease, Nall, Heisler, Adams, Downard, and Wallace done for the evening. And we'll take those top 4, put them into the back of this B main. Give them 12 laps to figure out who the top 8 are going to be from here. The top 8 out of these 13 cars going to transfer into our 35-lap feature. On the pole, the 72 car of Jeffrey Stewart. 2 is outside. Ryan Pace in the 34. Row 2 inside. Dakota Kuhn, the 95 on his outside. Stephen Hill in the 27. Row 3 on the inside, the Cadillac man, Kevin Hanley in the 110. And on his outside, the Catfish, Chris Roberts, the 93. Row 4 inside. Michael Heileman, the 911 car, and on his outside, Mason Hannigan in the 022. Lining up in row 5 on the inside, going to be the 059 of Trey Long with Dylan Workman in the 75 to his outside, coming from the C main. Aaron Schaefer, the 77 inside row 6 with the 9 car of Mark Broderick on his outside, excuse me. And on the back row by himself, the triple lot of Scott Masick. So 13 cars looking for 8 spots. They're going to have 12 laps to get it done. Once they get this one in the books, we'll have a 2-minute warm-up session and then 35 laps on the board, 24 cars. Feature number 2. We're rounding out 2 Fast Tuesdays on the Dirt Racing Network. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Guys, likes, shares. Give us a follow if you haven't already. If you're tuning in anywhere but the Facebook page, if you're tuning in from any other of the Facebook streams, YouTube or Twitch, come on over to Facebook. Search out the Dirt Racing Network. Follow our page for us. Get us to 5,000 followers. Appreciate it greatly. Right now, Stuart Pace going to bring us to green in the B main. 12 laps on the board. Green flag in the air. Jeff Stewart around the high side. Got Pace in the middle. Kuhn on the bottom. These three still 3 wide into turn number 3 on lap 1. Pace fires it out in front of everybody. And he's going to have the race lead at the end of lap 1. Stewart was second, Kuhn in third, and Stephen Hill right there in your 4th spot. The Cadillac man, Kevin Hanley, right behind that. The black car in the 5th spot. Oh, Ryan Pace around off the front end of Dakota Kuhn. Go back, take a look at this one. Kuhn got to the inside, brings it down and in, up and feeds Pace the right rear. Straight into the fence with the 34 car. We'll wait for him to get around here, get lined up. We'll give you our top 10. So Ryan Pace, after the contact, still on track. Don't know how damaged the car is. He's sitting in the 13th spot right there. When they go under the flag stand this time, I will give you guys your top 10 running order. Kuhn, Hill, Stewart, Roberts, Hanley, Workman, Hannigan, or Broderick, Schaefer, and Long. And they're going to have 7 laps to settle this one. Still Kuhn out in front. Green flag back in the air. 7 laps to go in the B main. Kuhn, Hill, Stewart, and Roberts. Keep our eye back here closer to all. Chris Roberts way out of shape, and he's falling back like a rock. Dylan Workman now into that 4th and final transfer spot, but he's got company on the high side. The Cadillac man. The 110 machine trying to take that spot away, and Workman secures it off 2 for the time being. But Hanley going to fight back down the inside. Slide job into 3 and 4. Doesn't bring it up and lock the door. That's going to allow Workman the high side momentum he needed. I think he's going to be able to fend him off right here off turn number 2, and he stretches it out to a car and a half entering turn 3. Kuhn and Hill out front, 1-2. Hit Kevin Hanley in the 3rd spot temporarily, but Stewart takes it back and brings Dylan Workman with him. Now Workman and Stewart fighting for the final 2 transfer spots, and here comes Broderick, the 9 car, on the top side, trying to throw his hat in the ring. 3 to go this time by. Stewart on the bubble, hanging on to a 4th spot, and Broderick going to drag race him to turn 3, coming to 2 to go. Slide job across the front of the 72 car, put the 9 car in that final transfer spot, and I don't think the battle's over. 4 wide on the entry right there. Everybody going to keep them straight with all the contact, but look who's back in the 4th spot, the Catfish. Chris Roberts going to bring it to the white flag. In 4th position, Kuhn, Hill, and Workman still your top 3. Watching the final transfer spot on the final lap. Looks like Roberts has it secured. Workman now to 2nd. But Dakota Kuhn winning the B main. He's going to bring Workman to Hill. And Chris Roberts fights back And he's going to start in the back of the A main and keep his title shot alive. He was close going into the night with Josh Steinke, and he makes it into the A main, so he's going to keep that hope alive for now. Warm-up session about to kick off right here. We're going to get these guys out there to get their final tests and tune in. I'll let you know that Wicked Cushion makes it possible for all the great racing that you're getting to watch on the Dirt Racing Network with the Dirty Old Bastards. Drop by and give them a look over at wickedcushion.com. Use the code DOBRL for a 10% discount on any of the items that you purchase. And if you get your order in by midnight on race night, your shipping will be free. That's wickedcushion.com. Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Relief Gum with CBD, and Wicked Cushion Esports are proud to bring you all of the best sim racing you can find anywhere on the internet right here on the Dirt Racing Network. Guys, go by, give us the likes, give us the follows, share us on your wall, share us in your groups, share us on your own timeline. Let anybody that you know that likes dirt racing where we're at so they can come and enjoy the racing that you're enjoying right now. A big thank you to all of the sponsors. Just under a minute to go before we go to the 35-lap A-Main. We've figured out who the top 24 cars are. And we'll bring you the Raven Graphics starting lineup right before we get ready to go green here. These guys getting some final test and tune, breaking down certain parts of the track that they saw some grip in that they didn't like. They want the guys to have to run different lines, something like that. Maybe they're just trying to figure out where the grip's at. But they're going to go out here, throw some tunes in the car, and see if they can find some on their own. Everybody wants to work their way to the front. Session 1, Williams, Smulders, and Workman were your top three. And we'll see if Ernie Williams can sweep tonight by winning 2 in a row. And I am having a ton of trouble speaking this evening, and that is not any fun for a broadcaster. All right, feature time. Getting ready for 24 cars to make 35 laps here on the pole. Going to be the 15 machine of Michael Sheridan. And to his outside, the king, Josh Steinke in the 80. Row 2 on the inside, Rusty Kruger, the 5K. And on his outside, Billy Raleigh in the 84. Row 3, Wayne Williams, the 4 car. And Ernie Williams, feature number 1 winner in the 91. Row 4 inside, the Dirt Track Terror, James Tiernan, the 210. And on his outside, Troy Wagner in the 119. Kevin Click starts the 25 car inside row 5 with the 001 of Anthony Job on his outside. And in row 6, Sean No Luck Wallenfels starts inside with the 200 of William Brickley on his outside. Nathan Davis inside row number 7, the 36 machine, and on his outside, Mike Keegan in the 92. The 82, Dustin Griffiths inside row number 8 with Jonathan Lowe in the 20 on his outside. And inside of row number 9, the 95, Dakota Kuhn out of the B main with the 75 machine of Dylan Workman to his outside. Stephen Hill starts at 27 inside row number 10 with Chris Roberts, the Catfish, on his outside. Jeffrey Stewart, the 72 car, inside row 11. Kevin Hanley on his outside. The Cadillac man starts P22. Mason Hannigan inside the final row in the 022 and the 9 car. Mark Broderick on his outside. That's your 24 car field. "35 laps are on the board. Sheridan, Steinke, going to bring us to green this time.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Sheridan quickly to the lead. Steinke into the second spot. Put Rusty Kruger right behind that. And Wayne Williams in fourth. Ernie Williams behind him. James Tiernan working the bottom side, trying to hang on to a top 5 spot right here, and he's going to have it. Going to race for the 5th spot down the backstretch with Ernie Williams. Williams car off the top side, too strong, put him into 5th. The 91 machine of Ernie Williams, 3 wide. Around Wayne Williams into the 4th spot. So Steinke around Sheridan at the front now. Has the lead. Sheridan second, Tiernan into 3rd. Ernie Williams now up to 3rd off the top side. Ernie Williams, the man on the move. Wayne Williams in front of Troy Wagaman, and on his inside, Rusty Kruger, the 5. James Tiernan down on the bottom. And a big move from the top to the bottom by Wayne Williams, and he went from outside to in. Moves himself up 2 spots off the exit of turn 4. He's in the 4th position. Battle still back here for about 7th right now. Wagaman on the high side, Rowley in the middle. Sean Wallenfels was on the bottom of that for just a second. Steinke, 4/10 of a second out in front of Michael Sheridan. Ernie Williams now closing the gap. Your top 3 on screen. 6 laps down, race into 30. Caution for the first time. I think Anthony Job's car backwards here on the front stretch. See what happened. He and Mike Keegan make a little contact off 2. Oh, and Keegan slides it up right there, and I'm not sure if he knew that the 01 was out there, fed him a little right rear into his left front. And Job's car just a little on the bent up side, but not too terrible. Might be able to continue in this one. So we'll let them run through the start-finish line right here. Top 10, Steinke, Ernie Williams, Michael Sheridan, Wayne Williams, Rusty Kruger, James Tiernan, Troy Wagaman, Billy Rowley, William Brickley, and Kevin Click. Move our new white flag out to lap number 38. Anthony Job's car shows 1 lap down, sitting in the 23rd spot. Jonathan Lowe, a lot of damage on the front of that car. Just missing the wing, missing the nose cone. These guys about to go green off turn number 4, back just in time to see it. Steinke launching off of turn 4, and he's got the lead in front of his teammate Ernie Williams. Sheridan behind that. Wayne Williams to the top side. Had 4th, now Kruger with the slide job. Those 2 swap in the 4th position, back and forth. Troy Wagaman right behind that. James Tiernan, the red and white machine back there. Tiernan in the 7th spot. Wagaman, big haymaker one more time through 3 and 4. And he's able to pick up 1 spot out of that move. He puts Kruger back into the 6th spot. Wagaman up to 5th right behind Williams. And here we go again. Deep drive into 3 and 4, slides across the nose of Williams. Had it at the line, but I don't know if he's going to have it when they come off turn number 2, because Williams put it back in front of him. Now Wagaman able to hang on to the spot. Whoa, tight slider there. Williams put it up in front of Wagaman, and Wagaman had to jump off the throttle for a split second, but he finds the momentum climbing down the hill. Brings it back in turns 3 and 4. This battle not over, but Wallenfeld's going to bring his car into the mix. Maybe slow down the haymakers for a second. Michael Sheridan out of shape and out of 3rd. Wagaman Moves it in there. So does Wallenfels. But Wallenfels in fourth. Bid for the lead. Ernie Williams with the slide job in 1 and 2. Easily countered by his teammate. Josh Steinke keep the 80 car on point. 21 laps to go. These two starting the battle pretty heavily at the front. They're starting to catch traffic. Williams trying to cut under now. Steinke secures the spot. So it's Steinke, Williams, and Wallenfels. Black Diamond Motorsports 1, 2, 3 currently. Michael Sheridan in the fourth position. Troy Wagaman back in fifth. Oh, and he gets some contact there. Wayne Williams now sneaks around Wagaman, and so does a host of others. Rowley, Brickley, Click all around him. Move Wagaman from fourth to ninth. At the front, the two teammates about 2 car lengths separating them. They are catching up to Jonathan Lowe back here in the 24th position. A couple of laps down, but still in the fight. Wallenfels still third, a good 2 seconds behind his teammates, but he's got about 1.5 seconds over Sheridan, who's running in the fourth spot. Wayne Williams in fifth. Oh, big contact, and Wagaman up and over. Wayne Williams a part of this. Let's go back and take a look at what happened there. Williams got in the fence, and it looked like another giant haymaker slider from Wagaman. One more time. We're going to go down through 3 and 4. Williams is 5 cars ahead right here. And Wagaman takes it in. Big haymaker right there, and Williams' car clipped the fence and was in the spot when Wagaman come flying through there, and then Kruger gets another piece of it. So the haymaker seems to be the order of the night. That time not paying off for the 19 machine. Wagaman, Williams, and Lowe look to be out. Anthony Joe back on track. Mason Hannigan a lap down. Broderick's car on pit road. Caught a little piece of that, but looks like they're working on that one. Going to get him to roll out. Dylan Workman doing the same thing. Top 10, Steinke, Ernie Williams, Wallenfels, Sheridan, Click in the top 5. Brickley, Rowley, Tiernan, Kuhn, and Roberts rounding out the top 10. 41 for the new white flag, so about 15 laps to go when we get the green. Good evening, Mr. Kinzer. How are we this evening? Hello, Matthew. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, we're going green right here. 15 laps to go in the feature. Green flag in the air. Black Diamond Motorsports holding down the top 3 spots, but Wallenfeld's out of shape right there, and he's going to be able to hang on to the spot barely around Sheridan. Kevin Click, the 25, trying to force his way up to the top side. Finds the fence right beside William Brickley. Kevin Click's car just a little blinky right there, but he is working the inside of Michael Sheridan and William Brickley, trying to get back into the 5th spot. Steinke, Ernie Williams, and Wallenfels still holding down the top 3. Sheridan in the 4th spot. Now with Brickley and Click fighting each other, he's going to slip away just a little bit right there, but the big mistake in turns 3 and 4. That car lost all of its grip, and that's going to allow Brickley and Click to stay right in the battle for the 4th spot. Coming down, 11 laps to go. Steinke 0.6 of a second ahead of his teammates. Catching up to lap traffic. The 9 car there, Mark Broderick running in 19th. Caution one more time. Trying to figure out Stephen Hill's car maybe in the middle of this. No, Mason Hannigan spun the car around. Traffic coming. It was the leaders that were coming, and that triggers the caution flag. Looks like he got up on top of that cushion in turns 1 and 2, and the car a lot of times will jerk to the left when it comes off that ragged edge cushion that builds here at Eldora Speedway. And he was not able to keep the car from spinning the rest of the way out. Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad at all. Watching some pretty good racing here. We are getting down to it. We're going to be at about 9 to go when we get the green. 44 for the new white flag. Still Steinke, Williams, Wallenfels out in front. Click Brickley running 4-5. Michael Sheridan in 6th. Billy Rowley 7. Dakota Kuhn 8. James Tiernan in 9. And the Catfish, Chris Roberts, rounding out your top 10. Lights are going to go off on the pace truck this time. We will indeed have a 9 to go. Pace truck is in.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. You see the BDM cars 1, 2, 3. Trying to get away from Kevin Click in 4th and William Brickley in 5th, and Brickley trying to make a bid. Get in there, put the pressure on Kevin Click. There's the contact. Both cars going to be able to grab it back up underneath them. Brickley going to lose a couple of spots. And I'm sorry, I'm starting to develop the hiccups for some stupid reason right now. Kevin Click back into 4th. Michael Sheridan battling him. Oh, Sheridan slid it in there, got in to Rowley. Still Steinke, Williams, Wallenfels, your top 3. Kevin Click hanging on to 4th. Billy Rowley in the 5th spot.
All right, man.
Battle behind that, and that's going to settle itself out with Dylan Workman's car backwards on the track. So the field lining up single file. Behind the pace truck, Steinke, Williams, Wallenfels, your top 3 still. Click, Rowley, Sheridan, Brickley, Kuhn, Roberts, and Dustin Griffiths, your top 10.
47.
They're not going away. Green this time off turn number 4. 5 laps to go. Steinke off the point. Throttle depressed. Green flag in the air. 5 to go that time by.
All right, man. is out.
Caution
Out.
in turn number 1. Not sure who all was in that. I think Kevin Click, maybe. Maybe James. Oh, excuse me, James Tiernan. I wish these hiccups would just go away. Yeah, Tiernan's car in there upside down. You saw Kevin Click get the contact. He kind of got out of shape there, tried to save the car. Got a little bit of help with the busted momentum. That's going to happen sometimes. So now we're going to move it to lap number 50. Probably going to have about 3 or 4 to go when we get the green. Going to be 4 to go this time when we get the green flag. Still Steinke, Williams, Wallenfels, your top 3 right now. Rally right on the outside of that podium looking in. Green flag back in the air. 4 laps to go in the feature. Steinke, Williams, Wallenfels, 1, 2, 3. You see Wallenfels just a little out of shape right there, but he's able to hang on to the car. 3 to go that time. Caution one more time. We're going to be looking at a green-white checker here. Joe possibly into this one. I saw his car getting away slow. Oh, that was Stephen Hill. And Nathan Davis, it looked like getting around there. Hill was off the bottom, and Davis was running the top. Good distance in front of him here. Davis finds the fence, cuts the car down. Stephen Hill down there on the bottom with the momentum finds him. Green white checker. So we will have a green white checker. They will throw the green flag. If they make it back around and take the white flag before anything else happens, they will race it to the finish. Good evening, Galen. Steinke, Williams, Wallenfels, still your top 3. Going green right here. Green. Wow. Green, white, checkered.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. If they make it around to the white, they're going to race it out. Still the 3 Black Diamond Motorsports teammates battling it out, and Ernie Williams makes a bid for the lead. Right off to number 4, but his teammate crosses right back under white flag in the air. I don't think Williams is done making a bid for that lead just yet, and Steinke covered the inside well. I think that might have secured it for him. The King going to win it off turn number 4. Steinke, Williams, and Wallenfels.
All right, man, caution is out.
And Williams might have stole it. No, it's going to be Steinke Williams. Steinke Williams and Wallenfels going to be your top three. Make sure the rest of those guys get off the track and let those three have the top three spots, please. So we'll wait for them to come around to the front stretch, get the cars parked nice and neat for us, drop down and take a look, bring them all in for their interviews. Guys, appreciate everybody being here, tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Wingless Wednesdays, about 9 Eastern. We're going to go live with the Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Wars. Excuse me. These hiccups are just absolutely killing me, and they came out of nowhere. So we'll wait for the guys to join us here on TeamSpeak and get the interviews going. Yeah, I hate hiccups, and I never get them. But apparently tonight, that is going to be, the end of this thing is going to be where I have them at. Well, let's get the interview started. Mr. Wallenfels has made his way in. Oh, my God. Sean Wallenfels, you got a copy?
10-4, Roger.
Well, all right, man. You bring it home into the third position. You and your teammates run at the front pretty much the whole night. Talk to us about the race and your podium spot here, bud.
I rolled awfully bad. I kind of messed up in the heat race, kind of zoned out when I was leading and just got into the wall. When it came to starting 11th, I just, went with what I know, went to the high side, started pounding the cushion down, and it was mad fast up there early. A lot of guys running in the middle trying to find traction. Track was really racy everywhere, and when the top's a little heavy, I tend to do really well up there right before it goes real rough. So took advantage of that. Got up to third there. Saw Ernie and Josh just, going at it, decided to just pace myself and find an opportunity at the end when they started dagger battling. Figured I'd go after it, but yeah, Ernie just made a run at Josh, and it is what it is. Just a great night of racing.
Yeah, it looked like everything kind of went you guys' ways. Once you cleared and got into third, there was, just kind of follow the leader, and you guys very fast cars tonight. So give us your shout outs to your sponsors, your fans, and we'll let you get to celebrating. But time you broke the bad luck for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out Triple X Race Components, OPC Exclusive, Smith Titanium, All-Star, Type 2. Shout out to my team, Black Diamond Motorsports. They're unbelievable group of guys, cool guys. Shoot the stuff with them, you know what I mean? Just BS, make sets, and we're all fast. We all get along. Shout out to Ricky Randy Motorsports, just a little local group here of buddies that have their own thing going on. Shout out to you guys in the booth, and shout out to everybody out there that kept it clean. It was a good night of racing. Towards the end, cautions breed cautions, but overall, I think between both sessions, it was a great night of racing.
All right, Sean, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Look forward to talking to you again in the future, bud.
Thanks, Roger. Have a good one.
Third place finisher, Sean Wallenfels. And he's been on the podium for the second time tonight. We're going to get over here. We're going to talk to Ernie Williams. Ernie, you got a copy?
Gotcha, Roger.
Well, a second podium finish. You don't win this one, you come home second. Still a great night of racing for us. Talk to us about this race and your second place finish.
All in all, good night. Like you said, we won the first one. Come into the second one. I felt good, I figured I'd be up front sooner or later, and got up there to Josh, and his car was a little better than mine for most of the race. And there towards the end on that last restart, I got a good start, and we kind of both missed the cushion there a little bit, so we was getting ready to be side by side. I tried a couple of little slider lines on him, and then coming out of 4, he ducked in, and I went low, and he left the high side open. So I tried to pass him and just come up a little short.
Still a fantastic night of racing for you. you averaged about a 1.5 finish tonight, and that's got to help you out in the points. I know you were back there about 4th or 5th, so going to keep an eye on you, see if you move forward next week. But give us your shout-outs, and we'll let you get to celebrating, bud.
Absolutely. I want to congratulate Josh and Sean on the 1st and 3rd. I want to give a shout-out to the Dirt Racing Network. Like I said earlier, man, you guys do an awesome job. I can't wait to get back and watch it. You doing the broadcast there, Roger. Black Diamond Motorsports taking the 1, 2, 3 tonight. That's pretty stout there. And Tim Nichols with Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. Howard Johnson from Lima. And hopefully we'll get to see you Thursday, Roger.
All right, buddy. Looking forward to it. Thanks for talking with us.
Yep, take care.
Second place finisher, Ernie Williams. And now we're going to grab him. Going to get the king in here. Josh Steinke, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, man, you had the points lead coming into the night. Don't know what happened in the first race there between you and Chris on the points, but I'm sure this is going to help improve greatly on your lead. So talk to us about this race and you coming home with the win.
Yeah, definitely. It was kind of a bummer. I missed the A-Main last race by 1 position, and I really wanted it to go through the alphabet, and it just seemed like I ran out of laps in that B-Main. Snooze, you lose sometimes. I had a rough heat, and I had to put a lot of practice into this setup, but I really wanted to take a win here, and I ended up wheeling it pretty good in the first race, and then this I was pretty determined. I wanted a podium at the least. I felt fast all night, and I think I started 5th in the heat, and then I had to work my way up to 1st, and the car felt fast right off the bat, which put me in 2nd place, and that's exactly where I wanted to be, on the outside. Within a lap or 2, I could have made a move for the 1st place, and it ended up working the way I wanted it to, and then next thing I knew, I had Ernie right on my tail, and that's when I got scared. I just saw how fast he was in the first race, and I think he was faster than me this whole time, but I wasn't going to let him by me. I was going to put up every move I had on him, and this is probably one of the best Eldora tracks we've raced on in a while. We were just able to put any line you wanted to. You could diamond the turn, you could run the high side. It all seemed to work out pretty well when you're battling someone, so that was a lot of fun.
All right, man. Well, a fantastic race. You come home on the top. I'm sure it's going to help you hang on to the points lead, or at least give you a pretty good chance to stay right there in the battle. So give us your shout-outs, your thank yous, and we'll let you get celebrating, bud.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the guys at Black Diamond Motorsports. We put an amazing performance tonight. It's really nice to see that. Congrats to Ernie in 2nd, Sean for getting the podium. Nice to see him up here. And you guys for broadcasting, Chris for putting on this league, and Brett at UDTV, and all the fans and family watching out there. I hope they enjoyed this race.
All right. Congratulations again. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Look forward to talking to you again in the near future, bud.
Yep. Thanks, Roger.
Your winner, session number 2, Josh Steinke. Ernie Williams was 2nd. Sean Wallenfels came home 3rd. That is going to do it for us tonight, guys. Fantastic night of racing. Appreciate everybody being here, guys. Don't forget the likes, the shares. Let everybody that you know where we are. Have them come by and give us a follow here. I am going to get ready to sign up for myself and the Peterson brothers at the Dirt Racing Network. We appreciate everybody tuning in. And guys, tomorrow night, Wingless Wednesdays, don't forget to join us. But until then, keep it dirty. Good night, everybody.